Hey guys, how you doing? Dave here. A special welcome back to Cook and Share. I was looking for a baking recipe for Christmas and this came across my mind. This moist and decadent spice cake, incredibly good. You're gonna love it. Let me walk you through it. But before we do that, I want to mention I got a super surprise for you at the end of the video, so stick around and I'll tell you about it. Okay guys, we're going to kick things off with a rundown of our spices. Now I know there are a lot of spices, but it is a spice cake. So what I have is a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of ground ginger, a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/2 teaspoon of pumpkin spice. Now you can leave this out, but it's entirely up to you. You can use allspice. 1/2 teaspoon of ground cloves, and of course a 1/4 teaspoon of salt just to kick out those flavors. Okay, let's get going with our dry ingredients here. So to our mixing bowl, I'm going to add 2½ cups of all-purpose flour, a 1/4 cup of cornstarch. And you're going to say, why cornstarch? Well, it really helps to break down the harsh proteins in the flour. It really works. 2 teaspoons of baking powder just to give it that lift. And now our spices. Oh, these spices smell so good, guys. And I'll grab up my whisk and whisk this until it's well incorporated. Now we'll do up our wet ingredients, beginning with a cup of milk. And this is just 2% milk, and that's fine. 3 eggs. Well, let's get cracking. And last but not least, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Now you can leave this out, but I really like a good vanilla extract. Grab up my whisk once again, and a mixing we will go. Or a whisking we will go, actually. Okay, we've got the dry ingredients on the mixer. Now you can use a hand mixer or you can do it by hand if you want to build lots of muscles. And I'm going to add in a cup of partially melted butter. And you can just use butter at room temperature too. This is about 2 sticks, grams, I'm not sure, but I'll do all the conversions in the blog. Then we're going to mix this on low and then go to medium. So I'm going to tell you now, because I'm not going to do it while it's mixing. You won't be able to hear me. Okay guys, this has been a couple of minutes and we've got kind of a crumbly pebble effect. Now what we're going to do is take our milk mixture and add in about 1/3 of a time. Start off slow and then increase the speed until it becomes smooth and creamy. After that, we're going to add in 1½ cups of brown sugar and mix this up until we get a nice smooth consistency. And what I usually do after I'm done is just kind of scrape down the outside of the bowl. And last but not least, I'm going to add in a cup of crushed walnuts. You can use pecans, whatever nut you like, or leave them out entirely. So we'll just kind of fold this gently. Next up, I'm going to spray a 9x13 baking pan with some baking spray. Kind of give this a nice generous application here. And we'll line this up with some parchment paper just for a double precaution. And go ahead and add that wonderful cake mixture in. Then we'll just spread this out and make it semi-smooth. Oh my goodness. I've said this twice now, it smells so good. Then we're going to give this the old tap, so stay tuned for tapping. And we're going to bake this at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 177 Celsius, for about 25 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean. After about 25 minutes, the cake is nicely done, so we're just going to let this cool. After a few minutes it's nicely cool, so I'm just going to take a butter knife and go around the edges just to make sure it's loosened up. Put a wire rack over the top, and we're just going to give this a flip. Okay, let's have a look here. Look at this, guys. Ta-da! And we'll just go ahead and peel the parchment paper off. Now I'm going to take my good sharp Del Strong knife and cut the cake in half. And believe it or not, I've actually measured this. You know me, I just like precision. Okay, now we're going to make up our buttercream frosting by combining 2 cups of confectioner's sugar or powdered sugar with half a cup of semi-melted butter and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Okay, let's go ahead and mix this up. And what you want is a nice, smooth, spreadable mixture, nice and sweet, something like that. Okay, it's cool enough now. I'm just going to go ahead and apply the frosting on the one side. Next, I'm going to set the top on the bottom. Get it nice and straight. Doesn't this look good, guys? Then I'm going to go ahead and start frosting the top. And just to decorate it a little bit more, I'm going to put some cinnamon sticks on the top because I'm a cinnamon lover. A few more walnuts over the top. So yummy. And there you have it, guys, our moist and decadent spice cake. Incredibly delicious. So let's cut into this and see what we've got. Guys, this is so good. It's just incredible. The spices are so nice. Not only are they so nice, but they blend together nicely. The walnuts, the cake is moist. Just absolutely delicious. You have to make this. Okay, guys, now it's time for that very special surprise I promised, which is this. It's our Del Strong rocking herb knife, about $160 value, and yes, we are giving this away to the lucky contestant who gets picked in the draw. The only thing I need is your name, a comment, a good comment, and whether you've subscribed. And don't try and tell me you have if you haven't, because I've got my eye on you and your country for shipping purposes. So just go ahead and do this, and you can do it from the next couple of videos. We'll do the draw, and you'll get this beautiful knife. Just look at that. So as always, for the full scoop on this recipe, head on over to cookandshare.com. All kinds of cool stuff over there. Thanks for subbing, thanks for watching, and don't forget the knife, and see you next time.